877-970-2999. You want to give us a call on the radio with Frank and Al and Joe and Debbie. You're ready for Drive Time Players, and part of the family is a man named Steve Adubato, PBS anchor, author of the upcoming book, Lessons in Leadership. This is a great speaker, by the way. When you watch Steve, he is so inspirational for your corporation to see Steve Adubato up there. Handsome, debonair, family man, great guy, but apparently with a little cold this morning, Steve?
Yeah, I do have a cold this morning, Joe, but you don't realize this. I'm those things, but the other thing is that you were playing Springsteen leading into this segment. When I was subbing for you, subpar, yes, clearly, but when I was subbing for you, ask Frank and Al, I was singing a little bit. When they were playing into the segments, yeah, I had the gall to sing not over Sinatra and Springsteen and the other great, artists. I just couldn't help myself. I was singing, Joe.
Oh, man.
I embarrassed myself on the air. And my wife, Jennifer, said, "You're not Joe Piscopo. You're just subbing for Joe Piscopo. Don't get caught up in the moment." So I was just singing to myself never mind. I won't do it.
You know what? You could sing any time on the show. But listen, thank you first of all, for being here.
Because without a cold, go ahead.
No, but when I go away, when you go, and I have to go away on these things that are in play, these bookings that are in play a year and a half ago before I even started thinking about radio. And then I like to keep the local touch. I like to keep a friend, holding down the fort. So thank you.
Yeah, you like to keep a local touch. You don't want any national stars, right, Joe?
No. No. Why would I want that? No, we're local. Come on, that's the beauty of this radio station. It does stay local, and you were great, and thank you. And do you dig it? The radio's fun, though, right?
I said to Frank and to Al and to our boss Jerry Crowley, it gets to you because the audience is so responsive. Yeah. The feel is so personal. It's just, I love what I do on television. I love the motivational speaking. I love the writing. It's all great. There's something about radio, the intimacy of it. The feeling is wonderful, and there's something about the radio station. But that's not why we're here. This morning we're here to talk about important issues going on and topics in the world that are more controversial than how much we love radio and love each other. Go ahead, Joe Piscopo.
Hey, Governor Christie in Canada, baby. What's going on with the man up north?
Well, there are problems in Canada. No, the governor is, continues to go to places. Last time he traveled outside of the United States, he was in Mexico, and now he's on a trade mission to Canada to see what opportunities there are between New Jersey and Canada to do business. But he continues to just attract a crowd. There'll be national media covering him, and it's not complicated. The governor continues to show folks that he makes news. And the bottom line is his advanced people has set up opportunities for him to talk to important people in the business community and government. And I have a feeling he's going to make news. And if anyone gets up and tries to heckle him, Joe, I assure you he will politely tell them to shut up and sit down.
And sit down, eh? Shut up and sit down, eh?
Shut up in your face and sit down.
Yeah. Hey, you know what, Steve, now I'm hearing the buzz about Jersey City Mayor Steve Fulop. Now, and I know you had Steve Sweeney on the show.
Just a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, and he seems like he's a Democrat. He's going to go against Sweeney in a primary for the governorship of New Jersey.
I think he's 22 years old. No, I'm joking. Steve Fulop is a young man. He served in Afghanistan in the war. He made some money on Wall Street before that, and to his great credit, decided to serve our country. And he gets all my respect for that. Came back and then said, "I want to serve in municipal government." And and all of a sudden, after he gets elected mayor, there's talk about him potentially running for governor. And Steve Sweeney, who's a very tough guy, president of the New Jersey Senate. I mean, there could not be two more opposite guys. They look physically very different. They have different approaches to politics. But I think those are the two guys on the Democratic side, along with Philip Murphy, the former ambassador to Germany, who's got more money than John Corzine, even before Corzine did some bad things. I'm telling you, it's going to be an interesting Democratic primary.
Well, that is because I thought Sweeney he was going to be handed the mantle and walk right in.
Well, I think Sweeney's got the edge because Steve Sweeney's got the relationships. And by the way, Sweeney was one of the great guests we had when I was guest hosting for you. He was terrific.
Yep.
But I'll say this, Sweeney's got the edge because he has the relationships around the state. I happen to like Steve Sweeney a lot. I think he's a terrific guy, good guy when it comes to interpersonal relationships. But, you know, no one hands you anything in the state of New Jersey. You have to fight for it. Sweeney's prepared to fight for it. I'm not convinced that, in the end, Steve Fulop actually runs. But the fact is he's so young. I think he's 37, 38. And he could afford to go out there and get his name out there and not actually run. Yeah. But if he runs and loses, it's not a big deal. But the fact that Philip Murphy has got the kind of money that he does and he's a serious guy is an interesting part of this whole process. It could be a game changer.
Yeah, we love it. Yeah, we love giving us the inside line, Steve Adubato. Appreciate that, and we'll let you go. I want to thank you for jumping in. And Corey's okay. I know you interviewed Cory Booker.
Well, I tell you what we have coming up in a couple of weeks. We're interviewing both United States senators in New Jersey, Cory Booker and Bob Menendez, at a taping at the New Jersey Performing Arts Center. That was the last time I got to speak to you on camera for PBS for our one-on-one show. I'll be getting you back again, but we're doing that in a couple of weeks for a public television special. 2 United States senators from New Jersey. They've never sat together before. We'll be talking about the future of Congress and how Congress works so well together, Joe. Bipartisan cooperation, which clearly does not exist in Washington. We'll be talking about that at NJPAC, and it'll be great. And by the way, I need to go because I'm working on my singing after this.
You got to go take some lessons now. Steve, listen, you are the source, man. We'll watch you on TV. We're going to look for your upcoming book, Lessons in Leadership, and we'll look for you at inspirational talks all around the area. Thank you, Steve Adubato. There you go. There's some music for you.